We're just normal men.
What do you mean, normal men?
We're just innocent men.
It's time for Side Scrollers with me, Stutter and Craig. No, you don't get the 96-ounce Coke Zeros, Blabs.
Yo, my androids, what's up?
And straight from the hood, Phoenix.
It's really enjoyable as an adult male to shit your pants.
And now, broadcasting from our homes around the internet, it's time for Side Scrollers.
Okay, ready? Open wide!
Oh, welcome out to Side Scrollers on YouTube.com and Rumble.com, and most importantly, SideScrollersPlus.com. What's going on, everybody? Hey. Happy Wednesday to you. Are you ready for a great day? Because my God, the run sheet immediately to my right is plentiful of stories today. It's ridiculous. Hello, Blabs. Are you ready to transition?
Yeah, and I just dropped my coaster and it made me very sad.
Oh, no.
Well, because I thought I broke it, but I think it's good because it's kind of like got a bit of a glass on it anyway, so we're fine.
How did you drop your coaster? It's meant to stay
for some
on your...
reason it got stuck to the bottom of my glass. There must have been water or something on it, right? So I went to pick it up and it just came with it, and I was like, uh-oh, and then I just watched it in slow motion fall down.
That's a shit coaster, Blabs. I'll tell you this right now.
Yeah, it made me sad.
Can I see your coaster? What does it say on it?
Oh, Phoenix isn't gonna like it because it's anime. It's anime Ron Weasley. We were just talking about anime backstage, so yeah, Ron Weasley.
There we go. Would you like to see mine?
No.
There's my coaster.
Yeah, whatever, man.
Let's freaking go. Video games. Am I right? Am I right? Number one video game podcast on planet Earth. Let's go. You sipping that tea?
It's water.
Oh, good. All right. Joining us today. Hey, you guys want to talk video games? We're here, baby. Let's go. We got video game talk today. Let's go. And we're talking about all sorts of stupidity. I'm telling you, this run sheet is stacked today. So make sure you guys stick around the entire freaking show. We have everything from oat milk all the way to trannies shooting up schools.
I was going to say the word first, and then you said it. At least we're 2 minutes in, so the 7 seconds is out. Can I say it now? Trannies.
Yeah.
Trannies.
And she's speaking about the car park.
Yes, I need to go get my transmission fixed.
That's right.
Tranny went boom.
Well, somebody who I don't even know if he usually is maybe where he lives it's all public transportation. Joining us here on this wonderful Wednesday. Hello, Arch.
What's your trannies like?
Well, we give them government support for a few years, but we do force them to go to a psychiatrist first to see if they want to actually change gender or if they're just insane.
Well,
so that's good.
Well, Blabs was talking about the transmission of her car. That's what she was speaking
Yes.
when she said tranny. That's
Arch, how's your
cars.
tranny doing?
We use
Do you
buses
need to replace it?
and trams.
Yeah.
Ooh, trams are cool. You fly up in the air until you get stuck. Then that's unfortunate.
Awesome, Blabs. That's great. Joining us here on this wonderful Wednesday, second time on the show? Multiple times on the show. Second time on the show. Please welcome Amalgamite, otherwise known as Mal. Hello, Mal.
Hi.
Hello, welcome.
Great to see you. How's everything going in your crazy VTuber world?
Oh, my the transmutation circle that I do for my secret experiments and Witch and Cove, it's totally fine. We totally didn't sacrifice children this time.
That's great. Good to hear.
There's a lot of tranny talk already. How many? We should do a little tally count every time we say it. I'd be like, bing.
Well, I'll tell you what. Today, let's hold off a little bit because I do have a very important reason for that. But before we get to that,
are you transitioning?
Yes. Before we get to that, Blabs, I would like to introduce the true star of the show.
The true tranny.
The true male to female, female to male. I don't even know how many times he's transitioned. He wakes up in the morning and he just kind of picks wherever he is. Joining us straight from the hood where we all know transitioning is very popular. On his birthday, it's Phoenix. Hello, Phoenix.
Yeah, it's true. A lot of times I just start the morning, I tuck it between my legs, and I like to just look in the mirror just to feel alive a little bit.
When you say tuck it, you mean you're talking about socks.
Yeah. Well, I put my dick in the sock, then I tuck that under, and I just kind of walk around like that. Yeah.
So with that said, I did want to remind everybody that actually today, as we start the show extremely wonderfully, Blabs and Phoenix, I don't know if you're aware of this, but February 11th is actually a very big day for us.
I thought it was the 15th.
No. Well, the 15th is a big day for us, but today is an important day because about 6, 8, 9 months ago, something like that. Do you remember when Logan from Red Bandana Gaming was on the channel? And we got our
he gave us a little warning.
We got our first community guideline strike. Mm-hmm. Well, today, that community guideline strike expires if we're on our best behavior. So, just saying, we got to make it through the show. To make, and then the gloves come off, YouTube. The shackles come off.
Tomorrow it's full on tranny talk.
Sure, that sounds good. We'll kind of go for that. So, look, great day potentially. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button.
Or the end of YouTube.
Yeah, we're jumping to Kick full time or Rumble full time or anywhere but Twitch full time. Anyways, if you're new, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Join the 140,000 just normal men who have found us over on YouTube. The over 37,000 who have found us over on Rumble. Nearly 3,000 over on Kick. It's great to see everybody. We're anywhere and everywhere. I'm glad you're with us today, casting the net as wide as we possibly can. People say, I saw somebody yelling online yesterday about how that's a horrible idea. I say, no, friends. You can watch us wherever you want, which is great. Especially on Side Scrollers Plus, which, if you didn't know, right now, we have an Echo the Dolphin challenge happening, the worst game possibly in history. Mal, Arch, have you ever played Echo the Dolphin before?
No.
No.
This is way before my time.
Yeah, I know. You're a young pup. Young pup. Arch, you ever played this one before?
I have only been exposed to its soundtrack once on this very podcast.
I know. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. Well, if we get to 2,000 plus subscribers by the end of February, then I will do a Echo the Dolphin marathon and play through the Echo the Dolphin games. It sounds like a horrible idea. It's the worst game in the world. But here's the best thing about it is you can sign up to be a free Side Scrollers Plus member. All you need to use promo code FREE, get an entire month for free. Try us out. And if you don't like us, get rid of us. Toss us in the corner like a bad habit, like a bag of moldy grapefruits. Just throw us right in the corner. But give us a try. Use promo code FREE over at Side Scrollers Plus. Because in addition to that, you'll also be able to watch the Side Scrollers Plus podcast happening February 16th. That's Monday, 6 p.m. Central Time, 7 p.m. Eastern. All those great people on your screen getting together. And we learned a lot about Cecil last time. A little too much. And it was very, very fun, to say the least. So we have all that good stuff going on today. And on top of that, Blabs has to leave a little early today at, well, maybe not a little early today. We'll see. It depends if we go long.
Hold her hostage.
What's that?
Hold her hostage.
I am
not allowed
with you
to.
on that. Let me go and get everybody back to where let's see, get everybody set up like they are on the thing. There we go. Everyone looks good now because that's what our thumbnail looks like. Does it? Yeah, it does. Okay, there we go. I did it. Yeah. Blabs, can you do that from here on out? Make sure we're organized.
Just start swapping everybody. Okay.
Yeah. Just swap everybody, so I don't have to do it there. Okay. We always have a side scroller showdown on the show, and look, it is.
Wait, can I explain my logic?
Well, let me kind of give everybody a quick rundown if they don't know what the showdown is, right? It's we match up two folks or two pop culture things on the show. We've had a lot more fun with people who have been on the show being a part of the Side Scroller Showdown. And it started off as a battle, fist fights, mud wrestling, swords, all sorts of things. But today, Blabs has put together something quite possibly profound, I would say. Phoenix, can you please unveil today's Side Scroller Showdown?
I would love to. Here we go.
I can feel Arch right now, the tingling in his coccyx. Amalgamite, Mal, and Arch. What is that in the middle? Blabs.
So, okay, you have to eat a block of cheese the fastest. So it's between Arch and Amalgamite. Otherwise, I would win. But anyway, so it's between Arch and Mal. Now, here's the thing. My little logic was, at first, I was going to do Arch versus Mal, mud wrestling. But I was like, that will totally be in the favor of Mal. And then I was like, what if Arch and Mal do sword fighting? I'm like, that would totally be in the favor of Arch. He literally has a sword. And I was like, what can they both do equally terribly? Cheese.
Eat cheese, blocks
Yes.
and blocks of
so
cheese.
Eat a block of cheese. That is fair game for everybody. So there's my logic for you all. Who can eat a block of cheese faster?
Can I just
Mal
a little
or Arch?
behind the curtain thing? We talk a lot about the Showdown, and we talk about behind the scenes. Like we're really putting our brain cells together and trying to figure it out. And every time it seems that Blabs wins because then she'll just what if they're just eating cheese? And then that seems to win every time, and she's the master of this.
Now, we initially talked about Mal and Arch competing in a mud wrestling match.
Mm-hmm.
That was the initial idea.
Yeah, that was the first one yesterday. That's the one I announced on yesterday's show.
Yes,
And
courtesy
then I had
of
to think.
courtesy of DB Wild, we actually have footage of that mud wrestling match. Mal, I don't know if you've seen this
What could have
before,
been?
but you and Arch, check it out. You guys going crazy. It looks Arch trying to escape. There's Mal bopping him over the head right there 3, 4, 5 times, grabbing his head. Oh my God, dumps him in. Arch, are you okay?
Artificial intelligence was a mistake, and RAM prices need to go back down again.
Kind of looks like I'm pegging him.
That's all right. Arch probably likes it. Arch is
Wow.
like, yes.
Mal needs to go back into the corner again.
He's going, no. He's like, take it, big boy.
That's not mud in there.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay. So, look, we're off to a great start today. It's going to be great. By the way, follow DB Wild. That's Wild with a Y over on X. He'll be posting more videos throughout the day. He's a masterful AI wizard when it comes to creating fun little memes for the show. And we appreciate DB Wild greatly. Coach Dragon goes, why cheese, though?
Because I like cheese.
Yeah, that's it, guys. You're like, don't think too hard. It really just comes down to like whatever Blab's like. I like the color purple. Like that's it. It just comes down to that.
It's a nice color.
That's great. Well, here we go. Right at the bat, it says, JS True Tune says, Arch looks like he's lactose intolerant. I vote Arch. See, that's how it works. Arch, do you even like cheese?
It didn't even look like cheese, though. It just looked like a block of caramel or one of your government cheese things. Americans don't understand cheese. You don't have cheese.
Oh.
Plastic.
Wow.
No, he's kind of right though. The
So
best of all the American cheeses are like the cheddar cheese, like Cabot.
So presumptuous. So, did you
I mean,
say
he's
that
not
with...
exactly that wrong though.
Arch, did you say that with your pinky out the entire time? I mean, you already said it with an accent, but that was very presumptuous of you.
Well, Norwegian cheese is the best. Norvegia. We
that's
put our
retarded.
names on it. We have brown cheese. We have yellow cheese, white cheese, all the cheese.
Very progressive. Do you guys get your little DEI checkboxes?
Actually, we do have markings on the cheese telling you their degrees of sharpness, etc. So kind of, yes.
Well, Blabs, I don't know if you know this. I just did a quick search. Norwegian cheese is renowned for its unique flavors and cultural significance, with varieties like
in Norway.
Blabs, I'm reading this off. Hold on. Like Brunost, Jarlsberg, Kraft Car leading the way.
Yeah. Unlike the Italians, we've figured this out, and the Italians can only make things rot slowly.
Oh boy. We got a new showdown.
mold.
Showdown, Blabs versus
New
Arch.
showdown.
That's right. We have. We're gonna do. Just
Well,
start
listen,
an
guys,
international
we'll let
war.
Arch have this one because Norwegians don't really have anything. Like, some people don't even know it's a real country. They can't even point it out on a map. So we'll let them. We'll give Arch this little cheese.
All right, listen, guys.
No.
We're gonna need to.
I
calm
have
down.
the button.
We're gonna need to calm down
I
a
could
little bit because she is a little bit too much. Just need to.
That's
I'm gonna fucking have a seizure.
I know. Look,
Hello.
Blabs, I need you to relax a little bit, Blabs. Okay.
why I was letting Arch have his little moment.
Arch has tons of moments. He's the best. All right. Anyways, we're learning about cheese. So look, there's a cheesy. I want to know who the best cheese eater is today here. And right off the bat, we have C. Thomas Peasant says 10 for Mal, but it needs to be the most heretical And warp infused of creations, American yellow cheese. There we go. We have Dan Hibiki. Good to see you, Dan. Says, not a lewd tuber, by the way. I vote Mal. There's 10 for Mal.
I hope whoever makes the AI of this like cartoon thing is that like they're just sitting fat and bloated with the belt buckles open and still eating cheese. I'd like to see that. Just a
with
bloated
a big
mess.
belly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Jefferson says Arch never had a spray cheese, and it shows. Never had
Did that go to
spray cheese
someone?
before.
Actually, we do have spray cheese, but we've got worse. We've got tube cheese. Tube cheese with bacon.
Oh my God.
Why are you like this?
We also have a cheese with shrimp, tube cheese with shrimp.
Wow. Well, I've never heard of tube cheese. Tube cheese I've seen, but never with shrimp.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I've
let's
got
stop.
it here. I'll put it in the private chat. This is Exposed. It's cream cheese with shrimp.
Okay, I got you. Hold on. What are we talking about? This is side
That is
scrollers here.
disgusting, dude.
Oh, you get your it's like there you go. Worldwide within Blabs, if I was to order this and send this to you, would you
Hell
try
fucking no. What's
That an
in
old
it
man
that makes...
shitting?
No,
Look at that little icon.
No. Because
shitting?
what's in that allows the shrimp to be preserved for so long?
Well,
that.
salt.
it? Yeah, Blabs, salt.
9% shrimp?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
The rest is butter and cheese.
There you go. Look at that. 56% white cheese, water, shrimp, melted salt. Look, you can actually read all of the things. Blabs, it has energy.
So
in
why
it.
don't you eat it, Craig? It has energy.
Because Blabs, I asked if you would want to eat it.
I
not
say
me.
no, thank you.
I
will
suggest
stick
we
to
put
everything
the
else.
tube
You go to
in
the tube.
her mouth and then squeeze. And see if
Listen.
she survives.
Getting Blabs out of her comfort zone is like, I don't know. That's like the biggest thing on the show is finding a way for Blabs to get out of her little bubble. You know.
I have
Would
a
you
big bubble, thank you very
prefer-
much.
Ham cheese?
No. What the fuck is this?
I'll tell
Do
you
you
what, I-
prefer ham cheese?
Did not expect this conversation to happen today on the show.
We
but
have
here
ham
are.
cheese. We have bacon cheese as well.
Yeah, Blabs, have a little ham cheese here.
Oh,
Do
thank
you eat this? Like, do you individually actually eat this?
We always have a tube of a little bit of bacon cheese in the fridge, just in
Oh
case.
my god. My opinion of you got lower somehow.
Well, my opinion of Quandle Bunley got more as it came in with $100. Says my money on a Mal. There's Mal for 100. Says Wisconsin will have his blood. Grundle Bunley going on the wall with a $100 boobalicious
Wow. Thank you.
super chat. Spectacular. Not to be outdone. Holy crap. Shady Duck also with the $100 super chat. Ridiculous. Look at that's look at Mal just doing a little frolicking. That's nice. Blaz, why don't you read that off real quick from Shady Duck?
All right. Shady Duck for 100 says, I helped Loony win the one against Arch last time, so this time I'm siding with him. Tried to watch your stream last night with ponies waging war, but couldn't chat, so just went to bed. Here's to you, Arch.
Wow.
See, I can't take cheese lectures from Arch. She's a brony.
Thank you very much for watching Lum Lum learn how to wage war with horses. She has
Anyway.
tried to make love with horses before, but this was the first time she was leading them into war.
You know,
I like this
tend
episode
not
a
to-
lot.
I tend not to listen to you, Arch, considering you slandered Lumi with the whole feet discussion the other day, where she sent me the real proof and that you edited and doctored those Photoshop of feet pictures and stuff. So
Oh, he does
were
it all the
dismissed.
time. No, don't believe any DMs with him that have like pictures in it, or DMs in general. He just lies. He's like
Just
a woman.
I literally have one right here where Lumi claims to be the leader of the Foot Clan, too.
I'm good.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what, we got a big show. And if I can transition from cheese talk and
Transitioning.
foot talk and cheese talk. I do want to say, we missed a
tranny
super
talk.
chat yesterday from Mercenary. He said, I was worrying you guys and Razor Fist for you. You guys wouldn't listen and just laughed at me. You wonder why I was not laughing now. Listen, Mercenary, I was never laughing at you, homie. All right? But thank you, and sorry for missing that yesterday. Wes came in with a 10, says, Arch, thoughts on your future queen, Met Merritt, asking Epstein for parenting advice. Now we know why Marius Borg hubby is running around graping women like an IRL version of Jeffrey Baratheon. What is all? I don't even know what I just read right there.
Well, our crown prince decided that since his father could marry a commoner, that was a carte blanche license for him to find a coked-out meth head and make her the Queen of Norway, which he has succeeded in. She brought a child from outside the marriage, so her child, not the crown prince's hired child, who is currently standing accused of no less than 34 crimes. It turns out that class cannot be taught.
Nice. Good Lord, I love it. That's true. What do they say? You can take the guy out of the hood, but you can't take the hood out of the guy, right?
That's exactly it. Yep.
I think that's. Yes.
Oh my God, he's not that color. Jesus, give us some credit.
It has nothing to do with the color, Arch. All right.
We don't have ghettos in Norway, savage. We're a Western country.
You savage.
You are racist.
Thank you, Phoenix. Appreciate that. Overlord Tenji Goku says Snuggy Mal. There we go, or Snuggle, Snuggy. There you go. 20 for Mal right there. Marmalin says, so you can't sing about trannies taking more than 41% with them lately? For Mal, don't care what the battle is. There we go. There's 10 for Mal. Thank you, Marmalin. And not to be outdone, another Bitcoin supporting $50.29, by the way. From Marmalin says, I vote for Mal over Arch in any battle that is going on. There's 50 for Marmalin and 50 for Mal. I'm telling you this right now, this may be a total ass kicking today. As Arch, I'm just letting you know, this could not be bad. This could not, as much as you claim to be a cheese god, I think Mal may be the cheese devil.
I was gonna say this is so funny because if I eat cheese, I'm gonna shit my pants.
Wow.
So
I love this episode so much. This is my favorite episode.
Phoenix, like another person who shits their pants? Let's go!
Yeah, like a big boy.
Right.
I have never disputed Mal's ability to choke on stuff or her ability to immediately defecate thereafter.
Quick reminder that today's episode is brought to you by
Viewers like you. Thank
the
you.
community guideline strike that we are trying to get out of on YouTube, but that's good. All right. All right. We will get to all of your super chats, direct donations, and Rumble rants throughout the duration of the show. We appreciate all of them. We cannot do the show without you.
What is wrong with y'all?
Oh, hold on. Sorry. I'm got this in my ear.
You need to go to hell.
Damn it. Hold on. Stop it. Stop playing.
Are those the voices in your head, Craig?
Yes, I'm like, what is happening right now? All right, there we are. Much better. All right, there's Marmalin. We'll get you on the wall. And while we do that, friends, let's get to our intro. It's time for my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everybody, and the world's favorite segment. It's time for Hard News.
Hard News.
I'm coming. Here we are. All right, I'm here ready to go with a little bit of hard news.
All right.
I
I'm
know,
not
I know,
alone.
Phoenix. You were excited for the show. All right. Hey, Mal, did you hear the news about, when we talked about this briefly yesterday, the Onyx Awards, the new VTuber celebration? Have you heard about this?
yeah, unfortunately.
Well, the Onyx Awards are a distinguished achievement, according to them. It says, in celebrating Black VTuber communities. And the winners are innovators, trailblazers, and leaders setting the gold standard here. We're here to give flowers to those who have earned them through undeniable talent and impact. Let's celebrate and make waves together. Mal, as a VTuber, would love to hear your thoughts on segregating award shows.
Well, based that way I can win #1 for the Black VTuber Awards.
Okay.
I'm a real G.
Well, I have some bad news for you.
Mm-hmm.
You have some competition.
Oh.
Here we go. This person accidentally exposed themselves on stream. I don't know if you saw this video or not, but going around. But check this out.
Are you implying that his voice has a certain accent to him that shows a certain skin color?
Well, I don't know. How about you judge for yourself?
You need to go to hell. Actually, Mel. What is wrong with y'all?
Okay, let me record.
Okay, let me record.
Oh shit!
Oh shit!
Oh shit!
Oh shit!
Oh shit! Oh shit, my nigga! Oh no, bro! Yo, I'm sorry. Yo, listen.
Need to go to
I don't even know what the hell just happened.
Okay, so what just happened, Phoenix, was this person has their voice filter on as they're going, and then they use an app that does not have the voice filter on, exposing their real voice.
Okay.
And
Okay,
that's,
gotcha.
that's exactly what just happened right there. So you can see them going and they try to use this app right here that does not use it, and it sounds like this.
Okay, let me record.
Okay, let me record.
And then it follows up with the output with the voice filter on.
Oh, okay, gotcha. It was like on a little delay there. Okay, gotcha.
Yes.
'Cause I was like, wait, why is she talking too? Okay, so it's all right. Got it. Thank you. Up to speed.
So there we are. So I guess the big question is, Arch, do you think this creator has an opportunity to take home an Onyx Award?
Unquestionably, you can hear melanin in the tone of one's voice.
Shit.
What about you, Mal? Do you think that this person should be up for an Onyx Award in proving true excellence and in the VTubing space, innovator, pushing boundaries?
Yeah, I think he should get second place after me. You know, he's creative. He's using March 7th from Star Rail. You know, cute. He put in the effort, but it's clear as day that he's not as good as I am with my voice changer.
Your voice changer. Do you sound like an Asian man in real life?
Blasian, and to be exact.
Oh.
Okay. Excuse you very much.
I actually do have a question though. How prevalent is the voice changer, and how in the VTubing space, and how many girls in the VTubing space are actually just men doing a voice changer? Like, what if you were to put a percentage on that? What do you think the percentage is?
I would probably say it's not as high as what people think. Possibly. I guess it depends on what they want.
Are you a boy?
Well, duh. I have a 12-inch dick that's 3 inches wide while flaccid.
Flopping.
Wow.
Wow.
So respect the pronouns.
That's right.
I mean, technically speaking, Craig, I am a also part-time VTuber, and everyone says I am a 12-year-old boy, so I am part of that percentage.
Well, that's good, Blabs. Do you plan on going out for an Onyx Award?
Yes, actually, in fact, I tweeted it out yesterday. I said, "Put me in, coach. Here it is."
Oh.
So we had this right from Shiro, and I said, "Put me in, coach. I want to be nominated. Thank you."
I think you can nominate yourself, but
What?
that's for the white VTuber, Blabs. That, like, we're talking about the Onyx.
Yeah.
Awards.
Okay, listen, I can do both. They don't know what I am or what I'm not. You know.
Are you
Well,
gonna
I
do blackface?
If Justin Trudeau did it, why can't I?
Good
Could
point.
you
Fair
could you
point.
imagine a situation where there was a VTuber who put blackface on their model, and like they're like, look, like that would be so ridiculous.
I mean, it's technically possible. Don't ask me how I know.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
That's good. Okay, well. There we are with a little bit of VTuber fun right there. I'm anxious. I'm legitimately anxious to see when and how the top VTubers, black VTubers, how they perform. I guess the bigger question is, when it comes to this guy, is he technically, I mean, his VTuber was not black, but he was definitely a black guy, right? So is he eligible for an award? Because is it the black VTuber model, or is it the black VTuber person behind the model?
You're
that is being
thinking too
nominated?
hard.
Well, these are questions that I need to know.
I think the
yeah.
answer is just yes. That's how they plan these things. They don't actually go into with logic or rhyme or reason, right? So.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I think these questions are important. By the way, you can, if you go to the onyxawards.com, you can see they've really thought this through as they purchased the domain via pork bun, and they haven't quite flushed out their entire website yet. And I also like to point out, that the background of the website is all white and not black, which
That's racist!
Incredibly racist. Yeah, really, really rough. Phoenix, what are your thoughts on all this, man?
Well, I guess my question is, if you're black but you have a white-faced avatar there, isn't that like the most insulting thing ever? Because you're hiding your blackness, which is, of course, the most important thing above all. Wouldn't that like you would be like shamed? I would think, no.
These are great questions that I don't know the answer to. Arch, do you know anything about this? I would love to hear your thoughts.
Do you really want me to try and explain to you why a black person might choose a white avatar?
Yes.
We're
going to get another community guideline strike. I'm just going to put that right out there.
In other news, Tamamo came in, says, I'm not a big fan of cheese. I tolerate it more than the UK government tolerates me. It's just too cheesy. Also, Craig, about the conversation with your daughter that you discussed on the show, you should keep all the clips, stitch them together, and show her when she's older. Not as I told you so, but more as memories for how you tried. 10 for Mal. Thanks, Tamamo. Appreciate that. Yeah. You know, it's funny. I was actually thinking I should, a few years ago, I did a stream with my dad, and we played Mario Brothers together. And I think it'd be fun to do something like that again. Do a father-daughter stream thing. Phoenix, you all right? You don't look like you like that idea.
No, I love it. It's just the lights are bothering me. That's all.
Okay.
I put the sunglasses on when the lights are bothering me.
Yeah. My girls very much want to play games with me on stream, but I'm like, no, that will never happen. So Marblin also came in and says, since Mal will shit herself after the cheese competition, obviously she has to win. You'll see two blowouts in it. It's a two for one deal. There we are. There's 20 for Mal right there. There you go. War Boss. Let's give 10 for Arch right there. It says keep Mal in line. That's why Arch is here, right here. Mike Short says, what was that flawed colored person? Now, listen, I don't know if you know what you're talking about. I don't see skin color. It's ridiculous.
Well, I mean, speaking of flawed, he's on the show tomorrow.
Ooh, did you see the news about flawed?
Yeah.
We'll talk about that. That's big news tomorrow.
Huh.
Yeah, big stuff. Don't
So
want to
spoilers for tomorrow's Showdown, bananas and rice.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's my favorite dinner.
We're never going to get through this reputation. That
I've
Black
been
has
so
bestowed.
good today. I've been great on the community guidelines thing. I'm doing great.
New York Giants fan says, first bar I went to Sunday had no sound for the game, and when I asked if they could put it on, they said no. They would only put on sound for Bad Bunny. Needless to say, I left. Wow. They only put on sound for Bad Bunny, not the game? What the hell? Rambam says, happy birthday, Phoenix. Look at that. That's nice. Magnus says, Mal, tell everyone your favorite book series, Milking Farm. Well, hold on. We got a story about that here a second. And Arch, can you tell everyone another girlfriend story? Do you have any other crazy girlfriend stories, Arch, you want to share with anybody?
I think the scratching one I've told, the knife one.
Ooh, you too.
Did I tell anyone about the mines of Svalbard?
No,
but you need to.
Do tell.
Okay. So this isn't a me myself story, luckily. But this was when March was a young man. I was over at my girlfriend's place, and she had a large family, 3 sisters, and one of them was currently dating a criminal who'd been recently released from jail. So that's good. And the two were arguing, as they usually did, yelling at one another. And the woman was belaboring him loudly for not being, worthwhile, not being a good enough man, for being weak and soft. And this eventually deviated into humiliating him sexually, shall we say. Oh, wow. That he had a small penis and couldn't put up in bed. To which, finally, this was the one that broke this man's ego. And so he decided to fire back with, God, how do I translate this into English properly? Listen, woman, you're so fucking fat and loose that fucking you feels like working a 12-hour shift in the coal mines of Svalbard. I now need to call manpower just to get the extra dudes required to fill that fucking cavernous hole of yours. This was 5 seconds before she then got physical with him, quite literally, and they started fighting on the couch.
Wow. Arch, I'd like to thank you for sharing that story with us today. As you just elevated the show from a 9 to a 10.
The worst part is it's so much better in Norwegian. I still remember this conversation vividly to this day.
Can you say the whole thing in Norwegian now?
Maybe. But then I'd have to switch my brain over to thinking in Norwegian, and I'm not going to be able to speak English for a few moments.
Do it.
No. I like. You know what? Actually, yeah. Would you
I kind of
contribute,
want
Arch?
to see this happen.
Yeah, go ahead, Arch. Go ahead.
This
Just
deserves
flip
some
the
cheese
switch.
points, everybody.
Yeah, this is extra cheese points for Arch.
What was it? Nei, men nå må du holde kjeft da, kjæring. Fitta, de er så jævlig svære. Jeg må ringe til Manpower bare for å fylle den. Og knulle deg er som å jobbe i faens mine på Svalbard. There you go.
Do you speak Klingon? What was that?
Just a bunch of weird vowels.
Live long and prosper.
Star Wars language.
Thank you, Arch. Appreciate that. That was outstanding. And God bless you, friend. God bless you.
God bless me.
Ranger George came in with 20 non-American money. Says, Craig, if your daughters want to do gaming streams with them, why not do it on Side Scrollers Plus? That way, there's not going to be nasty comments, though your girls should totally get a percentage of any donations. So,
A great idea.
Terrible
no.
idea, because that can just be stolen and put anywhere on the internet.
Yeah, that ain't going to happen.
No.
You should not post your kids on the internet. No.
Full Steam Punk Ahead says, Amal's Oshi is Kirsha. Which is weird because Kirsha watches Nuxanor, who's very much a degen and a Lully Lee content, and did end up having over 8 people lead to seeing that yucky content. I don't even know. I got about half that, but there we go. Thank you for that, Full Steam. And JS True Tune just came in with 20. Says, does the mines of Svalbard store cheese? I don't think so. Also 20 for Arch. Thank you.
Very rarely do they store cheese.
All right, Blabs. For any super chats related directly to today's Side Scroller Showdown, why don't you have them scroll on the bottom of the screen? If they're related to a topic, we'll do our best to get to those throughout the duration of the show. Does that sound good, Blabs?
Oh, I was muted. Yeah, sorry.
Okay, sounds
I
good.
was like, yep.
Phoenix, let's get a quick update on our cheese battle. Who would eat a block of cheese better, Mal or Arch? Let's find out.
All right, here we go. Let's see the update right now. Boom. $140 versus $230.29.
The
It's
cheese
like
battle.
Mal is like winking at the block of cheese.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
how you doing?
So there we are. It's actually kind of a close battle today. We'll see where this goes. How exciting. We were talking about the milking farm a second ago, Mal. This is something you're very excited about. It's a book.
Yeah. It's my favorite book ever. I've been groomed by a man twice my age to read a smut book, and now it's my favorite thing that I like to enjoy.
Is this that man?
Unfortunately.
Arch is
Everyone
grooming.
talks about Epstein, but nobody wants to talk about Arch.
Don't put yourself down, Mal. You own 2 of these books, and you're working on a 3rd. You show remarkable initiative in reading the milking farms.
Because you forced me to, and I haven't even bought the 3rd book yet.
Does the milking farm have anything to do with actual milk from an animal?
Unfortunately, yes.
Okay. Well, we know this. Apparently, we have regular milk, cow milk, goat milk, I guess human milk.
You got sheep milk, you got llama, alpaca.
What other kind of milks do we have, Blabs? Go ahead.
Well, like, do you want the real milk or the fake ones like almonds?
No. Give us all the real, authentic milk.
Okay, so obviously there's dairy. So that's cows. You got goats, you got sheep. You can technically speak in alpaca and llama, but yeah.
Okay. And you mentioned the side note of the oat milks and the almond milks.
Oh, yeah. You get up at 4 in the morning and you start pulling on little titties of the almonds, and then you have almond milk.
They are kind of tit-shaped.
It's a great
It's
point,
like
Mal.
in Meet the Fockers, you know? It's like little cat nipples.
Well, what?
You guys don't
Anyways,
remember Meet the Fockers?
Yeah, I do. This has been a wild ass show. It's been called goat milk and oat milk, and we have almond milk here in the United States. But the UK is fucking insane. We understand this, but the UK Supreme Court laying down a kind of based ruling here, as the UK Supreme Court has ruled that oat milk can no longer be called milk. So what do you think it's going to be called?
Oh, there it is.
Water.
Aren't you good?
I was just looking for something that I need to show to Blabs, and I'm trying to find a good way to communicate it.
Oh, there it is.
There it is.
More Photoshop.
Very excited about the idea of no longer having almond milk. Mal, what are your thoughts on this as the milk queen here?
Well, it's kind of sad that this is. I know the government can do multiple things at once, but this is like their highest priority. Like, what are we gonna call it next? Milk juice, or like oat water, like oat.
Like oat squirts.
Oat
Oat
squirts.
squirts.
Oat semen. Like, what are we gonna do next?
Why, Mal? Why were you just getting pet on the head?
It's because I have a redeem that's connected to my Kit chat, and it just kind of people just are petting me apparently on Kick. So
that's
they,
nice.
That's
Wonderful.
I'm sorry about that.
I am going to send you, Blabs, a link that will finish processing in a few moments.
No.
Is it an
It
AI?
will be very related to the milking topic.
Oh,
Don't
Ooh.
Listen, if Mal's like, I don't know about this, I feel like maybe I should also be like, I don't know about this.
I see a YouTube link.
Labs, go ahead and pre-screen it real quick.
I put it up on my channel and didn't get struck, so it's relatively safe.
I mean,
It's an unlisted video from Arch's channel.
Mm-hmm.
No, wait, no!
I want to see.
Yeah.
No. I didn't even press the play button. I just skimmed on the red bar and I just saw a lot of stuff happen. Mr. Arch.
this is people.
It's all
think
100% legal. YouTube compliant.
Okay.
People think I'm hyperbolic when I say that I'm being groomed by a man twice my
Those are
age.
huge. What do you do in your free time, Arch?
What is happening right now?
I'm so
used
confused,
AI
but so
too.
intrigued.
Milking farm.
This is the trailer for the second episode of Milking Farm, which went on my channel.
No.
I feel like this is like the... Labs, please describe what you're seeing.
You know how Arch likes the biting and the scratching?
Yeah, I guess.
So kind of like that, right? A lot of that stuff going on. Then big, really, really big beach balls. And then, some other stuff. And then the logo of Milking Farm.
Can I please see this?
You make it sound like it's porn.
I would like to see this very much.
That's all. I'm done now.
I think we should hold off on
it was
looking
time
at
for
this.
Blabs to go home. She had
It
seen
is.
everything.
Listen, we're on the final day. All we need to do is last another hour and like 15 minutes. Okay.
Is this what you think the farmers do in their free time, Arch?
Listen, I put it up on my channel, no strikes or anything. Me and Boog went over this carefully to make sure it was YouTube compliant.
Look.
You got
Perfectly
furries?
legal.
What is this shit? Oh.
Oh, the furry part is because Mal likes werewolf and being choked and knotted, so...
We just gotta blast 1 hour. That's it. That's all we gotta do. Just 1 hour. That's it.
Dag nabbit, I'd like to see it. I'm not cursing today. I would like to very much see this at some point behind the scenes. Please, someone send it to me. Thank you.
Well, how about we do this over on Plus? Okay, Blabs, why don't you send me the link, and we'll do this. Phoenix and I will record a video exclusively for Plus, and we'll watch it after this, so we can actually get through our community guideline strike today. That's it. That's all I want to do. Is get through the community guideline strike.
I just want
The
to point
worst
out that
people for this between Arch and I.
Arch has a production company called Arch's Mexican Entertainment, just so everyone knows.
Yep.
We're not going to make it an hour.
Anyway.
Quandle Bunley says pigeons also make milk. Look at that, Quandle Bunley. Thank you very much. I was not aware that pigeons also do that. We have Christoph came in, says with the 200 Swedish monies, says dono for Arch for his story. Arch, what is that? What
How much does that come out to?
Frågan till Arch. Äter du semla eller hetvag i Norge? Semla.
Did you just put a curse on us? Like what?
What is semla? Yes, we do eat these, but we don't put the cinnamon on them. We just chop the bun in half and eat it with the cream.
Okay, that sounds good for once, and so now I'm scared.
I don't even know what just happened right there. Just chopping things up and putting the cream on it.
See,
Christoph, thank you
after
so much.
everything I've just seen, I'm not sure if Arch is saying this in a sexual way or not.
Labs, I've got more cursed things for you.
Please no.
Corona Soul came in and says, Craig, maybe you and your daughters can stream as VTubers. This 20 is for Blabs. There's
That's
20
right.
for
I am the
Blabs right
best
there.
cheese eater.
All right. By the way, that Swedish was $22.50 right there. So, all right, let's go move on to some serious gaming news. Huh? What do you say?
Boy, howdy.
Apparently, Kurt Cobain didn't kill himself.
Oh. Dun, dun, dun.
Kurt Cobain's death was, quote, a homicide as shocking new private forensic findings questioned the suicide ruling. Now, Arch, Mal, I'm positive, Mal, you have no idea who Kurt Cobain is. You're a young pup.
Oh, well, okay, he's the lead singer of Nirvana.
He was, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then he died, and way before I was born.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't
And
like
Mal's like,
Nirvana.
he hasn't done anything lately, has he?
Been a little bit, yeah. Arch, do you remember Kurt Cobain, specifically the Nirvana days?
I have no idea who this even is. Lum Lum told me that he blew his head off yesterday. That's my only connection.
Okay, wow. So you're not familiar with Nirvana or Kurt Cobain, huh?
No.
Okay, so little background. Nirvana was thought as like the major trendsetter, the leader of the grunge movement in the early 90s. Out of Seattle, when you had every major band that was popular in the United States came from Seattle at that time. Nirvana, Audio Slave, like all
Pearl
these,
Jam was the other big Eddie Vedder.
They were huge. And Kurt Cobain was like the leader of the pack. And you hear about these people who were, what's the age, 27? It's like the Amy Winehouse
27 Club.
Yeah, like Kurt Cobain is a member of that club, if you will. And there's been a lot of songs written about Kurt Cobain. But the long and short of it is the official story has always been, since 1994, was that he took a shotgun and he blew his head off with it in a bout of sadness or depression or something. And he left a suicide note, according to Wikipedia over here. This is the suicide note, which, take it for what it is. So he went out, and that was the idea. Was this? He's like, hey, I'm going to kill myself, and this is why, right here. So that was the narrative that I've always been told. Was, hey, Kurt Cobain offed himself. And Phoenix, you've always been like, yeah, okay. You've always never questioned that.
Well, I mean, it's certainly a really fascinating story. There was a documentary a while back, maybe like 5 to 10 years, somewhere in there, that went into the conspiracy that maybe he didn't. And there's a lot of pointing to his wife at the time, Courtney Love. And there's certainly, for conspiracy junkies and anyone just with intrigue into kind of like the murder podcast and stuff like that, there's actually a lot of information and a lot of oddities that happened around that time that certainly can point to, because this is not new. Like there's been questions of this from minute one.
Yeah.
That could point to maybe some foul play.
Well, let's get to that, because this comes from the Daily Mail over in the UK. They said Kurt Cobain's death was homicide, shocking new forensic questions questions of suicide ruling. Here's the thing about the shotgun. This took place in 1994. This is 32 years ago, at the age of 27, from a self-inflicted shotgun wound, and coming from a Remington 11 20 gauge shotgun. Okay, so just this always was kind of weird to me because the idea was you had the toe trigger finger is kind of the idea, because you have a shotgun and you're going to put this thing in your face to blow off your face. You got to be able to reach the trigger of this thing to blow your head off, right? And nothing about it really makes a whole lot of sense if you're looking at it that perspective. I don't know if, I've never seen the crime scene by any means. I don't doubt that he wasn't shot in the head with a shotgun, but you wonder if it was him who did it. So independent researcher Michelle Wilkins worked with the team and told, after 3 days of looking into the evidence with fresh eyes, this is a homicide. We got to do something about this. She said the conclusion followed an exhaustive review of autopsy findings, which revealed signs inconsistent with the gunshot death, with an instantaneous. I'm not quite sure what that means. The peer-reviewed paper presented 10 points of evidence suggesting Cobain was confronted by one or more assailants who forced a heroin overdose to incapacitate him before one of them shot him in the head, placed the gun in his arms, and left before a forged suicide note. There were things in the autopsy that go, well, wait, this person didn't die very quickly from a gunshot blast. Wilkins pointed to organ damage associated with oxygen deprivation. Necrosis of the brain and liver happens in an overdose. It doesn't happen in a shotgun dose here. And once again, this is the type of shotgun that this guy would have used, which, Arch, you're looking at this with fresh eyes. You've never seen this before. Do you think, look at how giant that thing is compared to, I don't know, if you got to blow off your head, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense to do, huh? Mal, you were saying?
Sorry, you asked Arch.
Yeah,
I
go
just
ahead, Mel.
saw that. I was just like, it's so big.
Yeah, it is.
How do you do that? How do you wrap that around your head? I don't understand. How do you kill yourself with that?
So they reached out to the King County Medical Office. They're the people who did the autopsy here. And they said a spokesperson said a King County Medical Office examiner's office worked with a local law enforcement agency conducting a full autopsy and followed all its procedures in coming to the determination of the matter of death of a suicide. Our office is always open to revisiting its conclusions if new evidence comes to light, but we've seen nothing to date that would warrant reopening of a case and our previous determination of death. A spokesperson for the Seattle Police Department told Daily Mail that they are not reopening the case. Our detective concluded that he died by suicide, and this continues to be the position held by this department right here. So there's a lot here, and this is probably, look, I maybe this is the documentary you're talking about, Phoenix. Are you familiar with this guy?
I don't remember.
This guy's El Duce, a drummer for a punk rock band, claimed Courtney Love offered him $50,000. So this is from this interaction.
To be fair, he's exactly the kind of person I would hire to kill someone, because no one would believe it.
You're muted.
Muted.
Still
muted.
You're still
It's fine.
muted.
I was going to say, I was talking to myself. I was saying, I think a lot of people would have taken that for a lot less than $50,000, if I'm being totally honest with you, right? But let's go ahead and continue here because there's a little bit more. It's just that simple.
And he wished he did it. There you go.
Yeah. So, I mean, that is, I don't know. I mean, you got a guy saying, hey, I was offered this money. You have people going through looking at things with the fresh eyes saying, hey, I don't really know how this would have happened. The idea of shooting yourself with a shotgun, as you pointed out, Mal, with your toe and the trigger for that, with that pointed at your mouth or your face or whatever it may be, seems pretty freaking hard to do. But I don't know, Phoenix, with all that said, you still very much feel that he did it to himself, huh?
You know, it's been a while since I saw that documentary, so like I would actually love to kind of watch that again, because I remember there was a lot. The most intriguing part, and maybe someone in the chat can remind me, there was something really interesting with the suicide note itself. That was weird. And then there's also some audio recordings, I believe, of Courtney Love that are really questionable, and kind of the time period that Kurt Cobain was in. I believe he was trying to get his life straight. He was in rehab at the moment. I think he escaped from rehab, something like that. So the timing was a little weird. Excuse me. That said, like any conspiracy, like when you look at, like, let's just take the shotgun thing, right? Mm-hmm. The question always is yes, okay, that does seem weird, but also, you know, that how would he be able to do that? But at the same time, whoever murdered this guy, if someone killed him, why didn't they take that into account? Like, why would you do something that's so obviously alarming to potential police? Like, how could he have done this? It's those little kind of things that never add up for me. You know what I mean? Like, why not just give him a regular, you know, unlicensed revolver that you can't be traced? And that's a much easier thing to pull off than this long shotgun. So it's always those little things that actually make me always point to not a conspiracy, where someone else might run with it. I'm like, well, why didn't they think of that? Like, you're going to do all this crap and then you didn't think of it.
Too much credit. Okay.
Well, the credit that they got away with it, though. So they're obviously big masterminds here.
Yeah.
Or the police are just really retarded.
I was going to say the police are paid off. I mean, she was a celebrity. She has connections and money. We already know the cops are very corrupt in all cities in the United States and the UK. It's possible they just kind of just went with it because of those reasons.
Not one raises their hands. No book deals. Nothing.
Well, seeing the state of the UK police and the scandals that are happening there, the grooming gangs, yeah. I mean, it's possible. But I like to wear tinfoil.
With the frequent flights to it that nobody mentioned. Nobody.
It is worth noting that this guy who said that a week after filming it was struck by a train and died. So there's that.
Oh.
Yeah, like all of those people have had strange workout accidents dying around Hillary Clinton. Yes.
Yeah, a lot of just strange occurrences happening when things like this happen, you know. So Courtney Love, she was the lead singer of Hole, and she definitely benefited the most from his death. I mean, she went on a full publicity tour afterwards, and you know, if what this guy was saying is true, you know, she was the one kind of behind it who was willing to pay it. Well, she over on Instagram posted kind of a weird ass picture, just her kind of creeping around a corner here. Blabs, you looked at this and you were.
Yeah, so the reason I posted her Instagram, well, first of all, her comments are limited now. I don't know if it's always been limited. She's always had like a limited comment type of Instagram account, or she's done that recently after yesterday's news, right? So there's that to consider. But ironically, the first gift that you see on that thread was like the FBI.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, interesting. So that's really it. I don't think she said anything as of this morning. Like, I checked her story too, and there was no mention about like Kurt Cobain or anything. But obviously, I think for legal reasons, she's just gonna shut up.
Isn't she known to be like insane and crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was a fucking nut job. Is a fucking nut job. Coked out of her mind in the 90s. Like everything. You talk about like a heavy drug addict. Oh my God, yeah, absolutely. And there's always been whisperings. I mean, so when Kurt Cobain died, I was 13 years old, and there were several noticeable deaths that I remember. Kurt Cobain being one of them, Jim Henson being another. But I remember when Kurt Cobain died. There was a kid who lived down the street from me. He was a couple years younger than me, but he was totally like, you know, the punk alternative guy, you know. And he's like, I remember him saying, "Did you hear the news? He killed himself." And I was like, "Who killed himself?" And he's like, "Man, Kurt Cobain, things are never going to be the same. Never going to be the same after Kurt Cobain." And I was like, "Okay, you know." And I remember thinking like, "Wow, that's kind of crazy." And it being all over MTV. This was like major news when it happened.
This is like an Elvis dying and Michael Jackson for the time period. He was Like the king of grunge, essentially.
Yeah. So, man, what a crazy ass story. And I don't know. This ties into a larger discussion here about just like conspiracies and things. I saw this yesterday, and I was like, this kind of makes sense. Cobain was murdered. MJ wasn't a pedo. Trump was an informant. 2020 was stolen. Biden wasn't Biden. I mean, we can go on and on. And just talking about like conspiracy theories that the whole conspiracy theory idea of things that people have alleged that have turned out to be that lean more in the accurate phrase, accurate way of things. So it's a lot, man. There's so much going on. I truly have no idea what to believe anymore, like at all. Whether it's coming from the news, whether it's coming from social media, I don't know, man. There's a lot. So. Christoph says a quick explanation about the. There we go. So this is back to the. We'll get that in just a second. Wasp came in with the 10. Says Brandon Herrera did a video recreating the Cobain suicide, and it's very informative. I highly recommend you check it out. Thank you, Wasp. Ethereal Warrior says there's an all-girl band called Courtney Did It, plus Brandon Herrera, GunTuber, did a ballistic gel test with that model 20 gauge shotgun. Brutal. We'll need to take a look at that real fast. This is interesting. Hex says, between this and the Epstein files, the amount of conspiracy theories being confirmed are insane. 10 more for Mal right there. JS True says, LAPD better call in Courtney Love for questioning. I'm not entirely shocked after hearing all the conspiracy theories. Well, they need to go to Seattle for that. And Hex says, this truly was a dynamic duo for the community guideline strike. 10 for Jamal, my favorite black VTuber. All right, and then we have this. Let's see, for Arch and Mal for when they get married. That's from Ian. Thank you. There's 10.
5 each.
5 each right there. We have this from Christoph. Says a quick explanation. And let me get Christoph on the wall. Blabs, why don't you read this from Christoph real fast?
Okie dokie, Christoph for a sec. 500 says a quick explanation about the Selma. About the Selma is that it's a pastry that consists of a cardamom-spiced wheat bun which has its top cut off and is then filled with a mix of milk and almond paste topped with whipped cream. This is a tradition from the 1500s. Well, I actually really like cardamom, so that's pretty good. Interesting. Okay. Thank you for that.
Thank you very much.
Yay.
50 for Arch?
I guess.
Yeah, I think it's
we'll give it to Arch. He's losing.
Let's go. All right, let's get a quick update, Phoenix, before we move on to our next story here.
Well, that just helped. Okay, we got ourselves a fight. Here we go. 215.50 for Arch and 275 for 275.77. There we go. Sorry, got it.
Yes.
For Amalgamite.
We must be very precise with this. All right. Thank you very much for that, Phoenix. Appreciate you. And I'm going to get Christoph on the wall. Blaz, why don't you read off a few more real fast while I get Christoph on the wall and get the next story queued up.
All right, Big Bus Luffy for 10 says, I need some Zoo Tycoon 2 help from Labs. I had issues with it. I put horses next to tigers. The customers were complaining about the animal calls there. It sounded like this. Can you help? No. Nice try, my home dog, but you failed. So Arch, does that mean that the Swedish royalty has more class than the Norwegian royalty?
I will remind you that your king has still got the record for most fuck-ups in a short period of time. Also, your princesses are doing better than ours, it's true. But our princess is psychic, so fuck you.
Okay. JS True Tune for 10 says, America has a massive surplus of cheese being stored in caves in Missouri. We know cheese. Also, another one for Arch. That's 10 for Arch. Another 10 for Amal. Hope my first counted, but the cheese needs to be taken from the American cheese vaults. Government cheese. Thank you very much. I'm insulted. Ark. I'm Italian and mozzarella is the king of cheese. You will not get another dad joke from me.
Does that go to Amalgamite?
Yeah, then it goes to Amal then. 10 for Amal.
I'm sorry he did that to you, New York Giants fan. That's rough.
Talking about Italians, I watched an Italian horror game stream last night. It was Blabs trying to make pizza, and it was terrifying. Yeah, that was fun. My retarded ass took 50 minutes in the tutorial.
Hey, real quick, we do have an update. We have new footage from DB Wild of this cheese contest here. I don't know if you guys have seen this. DB Wild with a Y over on X. Put this
Like
out
the intensity.
in the cheese battle. Oh, they have both chosen the no option here.
Wow.
Oh no, that's rough.
You're gonna sit there and you're gonna eat the cheese anyway.
Arch,
You can't leave until you're excused.
is that? Are you refusing the cheese?
It's better cheese. At least that cheese has holes in it.
Do you want cheeses with holes in it?
Yes, like cheese that doesn't have holes in it is fucking weird.
Oh,
I think that, you know what? I think the cheese that doesn't have holes in it thinks you're fucking weird.
Wow.
I don't
need to
think the
update
cheese
this
thinks
Showdown.
it's
Wow.
cheese, Blabs. It's cheese.
I don't want to hear shit from you. Your DMs are weird.
Oh my.
wow. Arch, I'd like to apologize for Blaz being so curt with you. So mean.
You haven't seen what I've seen,
You
Craig. Shut up.
should.
Unbelievable.
Like everyone
That
I've
is true.
talked to who communicates with Blabs is like, she's so curt. She hates me. I'm like, no, that's just Blabs. She's just like that.
Wow, I may need to reel Blabs in a little bit here. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, you gotta
Nah,
control
dude.
it.
He sends me somebody drowning in milk and it comes off weird and fetishy. Like, no.
Okay.
Oh, you think that?
No more.
Blabs, you poor innocent soul.
I don't want to see anything else, Arch. Keep it to yourself. Thank you.
All
I
right.
was having a good morning.
Until that. That's
Until
what
he
did it.
showed me the stuff.
Is that right, Blabs?
Yeah.
Arch showed you his stuff.
Yeah.
Would you
Okay.
like 24 fluid ounces of Minotaur milk instead?
No.
Yeah,
Guys,
see,
we have-
Blabs, you think that's me. That's all Mal.
Yeah, that's what you're saying, but she's not the one DMing me the weird shit you are.
Guys,
She
50
refrains.
minutes. 5-0. That's all we have left. We just got
Well,
to
then
get through
tell
the
these
show.
two to stop
Guys,
sending
let's
me weird shit.
let's cut the poop out here, guys. Let's come on.
Thank
yeah,
you,
let's
Phoenix.
talk about the
Appreciate
train
that.
instead, right? Okay, let's
Yeah,
go.
all right, let's go do that. First, real quick, Tenarian came in with 10, says, hi, unfortunately, I'm missing yet another show. Sorry, Tenarian. Says, my aspiration of buying a new house will be start a show on YouTube and surround myself with women half my age. Anyways, since I didn't get to ask Amalgamite last time, would she eat a puffin? Tenarian would like to know if you'd like to eat a puffin.
Isn't that a bird?
That is a bird, yes.
Adorable.
I mean, if it's cooked, I guess maybe.
Yeah?
I don't know. I have to look them up. I have like a vague idea of what it looks like.
They're
but if it's
very cute. I'm sure they taste good too, which is sad.
Okay, then probably no. I want to pet
Atta
it.
girl.
Sorry, Tenarian, you've been rejected by the dragon lady.
Amalgamation.
Yes, an amalgamation of stuff. All right, let's get into this next story here. This is there's a lot going on with this story, and I think it's important that we take this a little bit more seriously while honoring what's going on here. Last night we saw this story of breaking news: 10 people died, 25 plus injured after, quote, a woman wearing a dress opened fires on a Canadian school, the school being Tumbler Ridge. Now, I think everybody in their right mind saw that, and probably the red flags went up when they saw a woman wearing a dress.
Yeah, it's like a man wearing pants. It's a
Yes.
weird description.
Hold
Yeah.
on. Tumbler Ridge.
Yes, Tumbler Ridge. Not like Tumblr, the website.
But we have a Transformer shooting at Tumbler Ridge.
There is a lot of irony there. Yeah, I think we all understand
Look
that.
at Arch trying not to laugh.
I know. So this happened in Canada, and Canada has very strict gun laws. I believe that's correct. Blabs, you're more familiar with the Canadian world up there than I am. What's it look like as far as gun laws and such?
I mean, yeah, so they're strict, but you can own guns, no problem.
Okay.
You just gotta get all the right paperwork for it.
Well, this courtesy of Billboard Chris over on X says, as expected, the kid who shot these people and ultimately ended his own life was on SSRIs and taking other
Shocking.
drugs. He already explained a, quote, complete mental break from mushrooms over here. This is from the user JesseBoy347 over on Reddit. here. It says, I'm on all of these drugs and SSRI. I, on rare occasion, take all this for sleep purposes. There we are. All that right there. Now, this is an entire thread from Billboard Chris about this person. The person's name was Jesse Strang. Says he burned his house down while on mushrooms and was arrested for arson here. So this seems like a very good person here to, let have a gun or just in general. Let me continue with this as we go, because there's a lot more here. This person 100% is like a dude, and when you see this guy's pictures, it's a lot, right? Here is this from early in it. Another trans-identified mass shooter. They called him a gun person when describing him to the media. This right here. Let me play this out here.
That includes the deceased gun person.
Okay. And then separately, do you know the gun?
So we have a gun person is the way they're phrasing this now, because we can't say if it's a male or a female. It's not even a gun man, because that would be, transphobic.
But Craig, this must be fake news, because remember, Canada has one of the world's best mental health services where they'll just kill you if you're crazy or depressed.
If your knee hurts, too.
Yeah, so this couldn't have happened. He can't have been depressed or anything because the Canadian government would have just put him down.
Well, this is what this person who was definitely not depressed looked like here. A recent picture, long hair and a dress, caused him to the media call him a female. One person called him a guns person. He was a young man who needed serious help for mental health. Instead, his delusion was affirmed, and the result is murdered innocent children over here. He had a YouTube channel where, he used the pronoun feature and used she, her, and went in and deleted all of his videos here. He was active on Reddit, of all things. Male to female, right here. Male to female, I'm pro HRT, 15-year-olds. Been viewing a lot of anime-related content, was never into it before. The characters are always so cute. I don't want to be 2D. What kind of person says I don't want to be 2D? Anyways. But when it comes to their body shape and stuff, I often find myself comparing their semi-unrealistic yet physically possible shape. All right. So look who actually tweeted this out. This happened to be like 3 years ago. Matt Walsh actually quote tweeted this 3 years ago. Never let your kids watch anime. Hate to say I told you so. This is the person on Reddit who committed this, and this is them with their gun shooting a. This is courtesy of r/trans guns. Here, this has now been deleted.
Yeah, hold on. We're not blaming anime for this, surely.
Yeah,
this was anime. No, he's a man that thinks he's a woman. That seems like a significantly more obvious problem.
Yeah, but that's like Matt Walsh's favorite thing, is to just blame pop culture for all the world's problems.
Oh no, I definitely agree with you on that. It's certainly, I don't think it's anime's fault by any means. He had the power.
I agree with Matt Walsh on a lot of things, but his takes on anime and video games, they're abysmal.
Yeah. Like guys in the wilds that look around. There are no 2D waifus. Millions must die.
Yeah. So we have this from Blabs over on X. Says, go ahead, Blabs.
I said, why would they tell you the truth? Canadians can't even see some news on their own Facebook timelines, which is true. They can't see certain news outlets. There is a bit of a workaround on this. So let's say if they follow a Facebook page, I don't know, I saw one on Facebook today. I saw Canadians talking about, it was like some Trump Facebook page, right? It's not official Trump. It's just like some Trump thing. And they were posting the news. And the Canadians were able to see that and quote tweet that, as you will, on Facebook and talk about that. But other direct news, they can't actually see.
Well, this is what they were saying. They can't even say that the person was mentally ill.
I understand that there are 10 people in total who are dead. 2 different sites. 8 of the people who died as a result of the shootings were at the school. including an individual we understand is the suspected shooter, who is believed to have died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound. There are about 25 people who have been triaged by health authorities with various physical injuries, some profoundly serious, and some more minor injuries.
While the RCMP emergency alert has been lifted, the people of Tumbler Ridge remain in a state of crisis following one of the worst mass shootings in our province's and country's history. This is a devastating day for a close-knit community, and the loss being felt is profound.
I understand that there are 10 people in total who are...
No mention at all in there of this, trans person over here. And we are seeing quickly the idea that the media is just running with this idea that this was not a male. This is a female over here. The media is reporting that a female shooter was responsible for massacring people over here. Look at all these right here. I
actually saw Daily Mail refer to as they, which is ironic. It's like, oh, okay, they.
Female. Honestly pathetic that they are, even with this person who's done these horrible things, they are so petrified at not calling a spade in this situation. You got a dude who thinks who's fucked up, sorry, committed some heinous acts over here, and you want to honor his pronouns?
Can I ask a really tough question?
Please.
Let's say YouTube doesn't allow you to say what it was. And so right now that if you were to say this person was male, let's say hypothetically, that that you'd get flagged and you would, whatever, your YouTube account might get ejected. Would you say it?
So I would say we are on YouTube, right? We are on their platform. These are their own platforms. NPR is its own platform. The Standard is its own platform. Modern Diplomacy, they make their own rules, right? If you don't follow the AP style guide, you're not going to get banned. So we have to, unfortunately, honor, if we're on YouTube, if we're on Rumble, Kick, Twitch, whatever, pick the platform, you have to play by their rules. But the Bulletin here, or people, are their own platforms. So I don't think that's necessarily the same. Personally.
Well, I don't know what their rules are. I don't know what their laws are. Like, I don't know if you're saying that, like, does that in media get you banned? Does that get you, like, I don't know what the law is there. I don't know, maybe Blabs would know more than me.
Well, I know that that People is based in the United States, and People is running with female, and there's no laws about that here.
No, good point.
So, I know that we've seen people in the UK that have been arrested for misgendering or hurting people's fifis, right? But yeah, the fact that they're running this, and by the way, there's a straight up cover up happening right now. Once again, going back to that Reddit of trans guns, they've deleted the post. They're going in and deleting all these things because they're trying to run cover at this point, because why would they not? They want to cover up all the bad things that came from this broken person that did this horrible thing over here. I'm not going to pretend like I know everything about this, but I think it's very obvious that, we need to stop fucking playing when it comes to this stuff and just lying to these people. I think that's the thing that is the saddest part about it is, these kids who have been brainwashed, and their parents, their friends will not be honest with them under the guise of acceptance. They want to be accepted. They want to be tolerant. So they won't be honest with them. That sucks, because the best thing you can do, you can still love somebody while disagreeing with them. Hey man, I listen, the best thing you can do is be honest with somebody. And we're not being honest with these kids. That sucks. And that ultimately leads to all this nonsense that's happening here. We have this from Reddit Lies. Rough timeline of the Reddit account of the Canadian school shooter. Found Reddit at 10 years old from a Roblox subreddit. Interested in normal boys things up until 13 years old. You can see kind of all the things that happened here. I accidentally printed this bullet here. Starting male to female transition soon. What sort of things should I be taking? This is a 15-year-old. I have an extreme phobia of needle. Blood work is dreadful. I mean, it's like, these are all things. Started experimenting with drugs while on SSRIs. Shoots up school at the age of 17.
Yep. Obvious signs of mental distress. Any normal state would have seen this ages ago, tried to apply treatment. But here we have normalized it.
I don't know the Canadian rules for this stuff, but and I've kind of heard that the mom was actually supportive herself, like actually for this. I'm not sure about that though, but I'm not sure in the Canadian rules if they actually have to like the parents are forced to transition the kid if the kid wants to be trans or not. I know there's definitely like states like California that definitely want to push that, and the UK as well do their best to try to like make that happen and make the parents' life miserable if they try to go against what the kids' wishes want.
For me, like the saddest thing of this whole thing is like, with the police, like the first priority, the first fear they had is, oh God, it was a transformer person. So, all right, how do we word this? We need a whole team of writers to write this out, right? Like that's the first priority, not the kids, not the unfortunate victims, things like that. Like that's priority one. Tells you that a culture is dying when that's the case. And the number one thing that if the police had said transformer, that would actually be the headlines. And once again, these poor unfortunate souls that passed are left behind, and that's the headline. Like, it's all very tragic.
I think that speaks to everything you just, that's like the most important thing is I think you're 100% right. The police show up and they go, fuck, God, we gotta play this game. Like,
it's not the kids first. The first problem is the transformer thing.
Right. Like I said, I've had adult friends who, and by their own admission, have said, I am mentally fucked up. And they were trans, right? They have said, I am mentally broken. And that's, to their own admission. Every single trans person I've ever known has told me that. I didn't go to them asking that. They came to me telling me that, right? So they are aware that something is broken in them. At some point, something happened. They saw something. They went down an ideological rabbit hole, and then and nobody around them, myself included, right, at the time was brave enough to say, you sure? Like, you sure you want to do this? You sure this is the right thing to do? And like, I got to live with that.
And I can tell you too, like real fast, I don't think this is too much of a derailment, but like one of the things that I've read a lot about is a lot of how this kind of like this grooming kind of begins. So you'll have someone that's mentally disturbed, is having some problems. They'll find a community like in a Reddit or something like that. And they kind of go like, well, have you ever thought that maybe you're the wrong sex? Have you ever tried dressing up as this? And they'll go like, wait, no, what? Blah, blah, blah. And so they'll just go, just try it. Just try it once. And then so what happens is they'll put on a dress or whatever. And then you get 100 people going, oh my God, you look so great. Because now you're getting this.
Bombed, yep.
Yeah. So now you're getting love bombed. You're feeling all this. Wow. Okay. Wow. I finally belong. And then they keep pushing you that way. And then sure enough, you want to be part of it. When you're lost, you want to be found. And unfortunately, in this case, you've been found by a group of nefarious individuals,
Yeah. Hypernaut says, check Canada's gender identity rights, Bill C-17. Okay, let's see what we got here while we search for this. I guess we can talk about this all day long, right? But when is something actually going to be done about this? Because we've seen so many shootings by these mentally unwell people that, and there's always this rush to want to cover for them, to excuse. Well, they were marginalized, whatever, right? Well, at some point, you got to notice a pattern, and you got to do something about it. You got to say, let's get these people some treatment. Let's help them. Let's not gender affirming care, but some actual treatment. Right? And I say that out of love, not out of hate. And I think that's the thing that most people, like, when they watch, they go, why are you so against this? Like, because You're fucking lying to these people. Like, we've all seen people who you look at a kid and he's holding up a circle block, and he goes, "Well, this is a triangle." You go, "No, that's a circle," right? You got to be honest with these kids. You can't just, "Well, no, you're right. That is a triangle." You know,
it breaks all the rules of like therapy, right? So like therapy typically is when you come in there and you've got a problem. A lot of it, most of the time, comes down to acceptance. Here's the things that, here are my flaws, and I need to learn how to accept them. And then once I learn how to accept them, then I know how to overcome them or work towards overcoming them. The problem is that it's basically saying, I have a flaw, and then everyone just says, run with it. Go, run with that, with that issue. And so it's always affirmed. It's always like, yes, no, that's good, keep doing that, as opposed to looking at it and going, because if, like, whether it's Transformers or whatever, if you're coming in saying, I don't feel like myself, and I feel like I'd be better off as X, whatever that X is to you, there's obviously something very wrong at that point. So you don't say encourage, become X. No, it's like, no, you have to be good with yourself first. That's what therapy was always supposed to, was get you back to the self. And this is just, no, be X, run with that, put on a disguise. Don't be you, be this other thing.
Well, the good news is, well, possibly good news, at least in the United States, is that Trump is reopening the asylums. Actually.
I voted for that.
Yeah, I got what I voted for.
Yeah.
And while I don't know exactly the policies for that, I do know he's talked about the Transformer violence before too. And so hopefully the next few years, maybe we can get some like legislation or something like that, some policy push to get them into the asylums, because I do believe that they should go into asylums. If you believe that you are the opposite gender than you actually are, then there is something that, well, is not completely correct. And the reforming is not the solution. There's a problem, and there needs to be an answer and like a way to solve it as best as possible. And so hopefully that would happen. Though in the case of Canada, where this did occur, I don't really see that happening anytime soon. Though I do think. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say. Go ahead, please continue. I was gonna hop in when you're done.
And I do find it a little bit ironic that the leftists are the ones that are covering with the whole female thing, but they're also the ones advocating for all these gun laws, when Canada does have extremely strict gun laws in place, and yet the kid was still able to use it, and obviously a horrible way.
Right.
And while I haven't exactly seen any leftists crying about the guns, that usually is what happens. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Canada starts pushing for even stricter gun laws completely than they already have.
Bingo.
Just because that's always their out. They never want to actually address the elephant in the room, because it's their holy grail. They want to make people infertile and make them believe that they're not what they actually are, because they are great cattle for the state. Like, same with therapy. I don't like therapy. It sounds great on paper, but in the end just makes them a permanent victim and a permanent patient. Same thing with the Transformers too. And the state thoroughly enjoys that, and they'll just once again turn the attention on the guns, because it's always about the horrible guns.
Well, you mentioned the state, and I was asked to look into the Canada Gender Identity Rights Bill, C-16, passed in June 2017, is a significant piece of legislation in Canada that amends the Canadian Human Rights Act and Criminal Code. It adds gender identity or expression to the list of prohibited grounds of discrimination, ensuring that transgender and gender diverse individuals are protected from discrimination in matters within federal jurisdiction. The law also extends protections against hate propaganda and includes evidence of bias, prejudice, and hate based on gender identity or expression as an aggravating circumstance for sentencing. So once again, if you misgender somebody, you're fucked. And I guess that's the case when it comes to reporting on actual fucking news. What about an actual Canadian? Kay from Melee Games says, we're in hell. People are mutilating their bodies and injecting themselves with drugs that permanently alter them. They live an even more miserable existence, just to turn around and harm other innocents. And criticizing the root cause makes you a hateful person. It's like we're in fucking bizarro world when it comes to this stuff. And Mal, I think you're right. Nobody wants to address the elephant in the room when it comes to these things. What is the root cause of all of this?
Oh, well, in the case of the Transformers, a lot of it is actually grooming. I mean, there are real ones like Blair White that are make like 0.001% of the population because they have something wrong with them, like hormonally or mentally or something along those lines. And those people, once again, do need help. But the rest of it is mostly grooming. Like, if that Reddit thread is correct, and he was a normal kid at 10. And then he was on Roblox, and we all know what Roblox is famous for at this point.
Right.
And then transitions at 15. Like, he was a kid with his parents apparently not very active in his life there, because kids really shouldn't be on the internet. And he just basically just got groomed. And it's very, very sad because it's a very common tale that we've seen every single time. It was only a few months ago. There was another Transformer shooting. Granted, usually it's in the US, but it's like every 3 months now, there's something along those lines. And it's the same story over and over and over again.
And when will anything happen? The answer is probably never.
No. And it's a lot of it is because of politics too, minus the grooming aspect of things, because the left, both in the United States, Canada, the UK, just the Western world, loves intersectionality, and that is basically the quote unquote minorities together. So the trans, the gays, women, people of color. All these people that are not, normally the system when it comes to, let's say white straight men, and put them all under one banner, which is what intersectionality is. And that's their voting base. And so they'll never, ever, ever offend their voting base. And they want to make more of them. That's why they import so many foreigners. And that's why, women are women. I'll leave it there. And now the gays and the Transformers too. So it won't be solved with our current political climate.
Dan came in and says technically we do have assault rifles in Canada, not fully automatic, but they're really strict on the same on some state / province. We buy mostly handguns and hunting rifles. Thank you, Dan. Anthony says, at least there is a white pill that a detransitioner won her lawsuit recently against the doctors who mutilated her in New York. Yeah, that is true. Very true. Waifu for Life says all this is happening because of the decade of power that the libtards have had. Once the conservatives are in power, things should change.
No,
we'll see about that.
That depends on the conservatives and if they will actually do something. As
Conservatives
the problem
do
here
nothing.
is, ideological problems require ideological solutions.
Romer says, homeschool your kids. Don't allow them to be in public schools. They all teach radicalized agenda. My nephew will be affected by it on account of having a liberal mother saying it's okay for kids to be trans while video games bad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Homeschooling is completely the way to go.
Bingo.
Because public schools, even if you go to a good public school in a good area, they're still teaching Common Core, which is for the lowest denominator. Usually those good schools are in more left-leaning spaces as well, and so they're going to be pushing DEI, and the rainbow flag and everything else in between there. Private schools are a little bit better, but you're paying an arm and a leg for that education. So that leaves you with homeschooling. And with homeschooling, yes, each state has their own regulations, but they do allow you to have more control. There are homeschool groups to help socialize your kid, because usually the biggest argument is, the socialization, blah 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 blah. It's a very easy problem to solve if you actually put in the effort. And you can also have more kids. That helps too. And so you still have the state regulating what the kid learns. So if you don't have the parent completely abandoning them. Obviously, you're going to have some problems here and there with some lazy parents to kind of watch out. But overall, it will be better. Your kid won't be completely brainwashed by this state. And they'll be a lot more well adjusted than if you go to public school.
Tamamo says, little personal story.
Who is this guy?
It's Crazy Ernie from Crazy Ernie's Used Car Emporium.
How's the golden pages going?
This is unbelievable.
How's the golden pages going?
How are the golden pages going?
Developers?
Great. We got Blabs Dance too. I don't know what we got here, but
we need all of it.
All right, developers first.
Developers, 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 developers. Developers, 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 developers. Yes!
Yes!
Can we get a dance, please?
Boy, howdy. Here we go.
I have the moves like Jagger.
Shamsa asked, how's the golden pages going? I believe Shamsa's speaking of these. These are a rarity that goes on the wall. Shamsa came in, I can't even believe I'm going to say this, with $1, $2, $3,000 direct donation.
Wow.
Wow.
Jesus. Well, thank you.
Holy shit.
And also the color of cheese, so on topic. Look at that.
That's so on
Wow.
brand and themes.
Yeah.
Shamsa, who would you like your donation to go
Oh, boy. Someone's getting fucked.
Holy crap. I'm stunned. Sorry. Somebody go.
Yeah, Shamsa, let me know. Hit me up in a DM on Instagram who you want that 3K to go to if you're still here. Holy shit. All right, let me get some supers real fast. Homeschooling or private tutoring is going to be the best option. A lot of red states are very pro-homeschooling. Texas is one of them. Let me see if I can get some for Amalgamate or Arch. Let's see. Arch, thoughts on your future? Did we get this one already? I don't know if we did.
Yes, we did.
Okay.
Yes.
Shout out StreamYards for not clearing, and also this one, Arch thoughts on Nintendo censorship. I believe we got that one as well. Thank you very much. Did we?
I don't think we got that one.
Okay, Arch thoughts on Nintendo censorship of Dispatch. I feel it over the top, especially since they have The Witcher 3 and that isn't censored.
I haven't heard about what they censored. I wouldn't imagine there's anything to be censored in Dispatch beyond.
Yeah, there is. There's
the
nudity.
class language.
It's
Yeah, but it
frontal.
already has a censorship filter.
So on the Nintendo version, it's permanently censored. Like you can't actually turn that off, and it covers the nudity with black bars, and all that fun stuff with it. Now, supposedly, it's not actually Nintendo; it's the developers themselves because they didn't want to make a separate version, for it, because of I believe Japanese regulations, if I remember correctly, and their equivalent of ESB. There, and so they just kind of just send out the censored version. That way there's only one version there.
Okay. Yeah, I'm actually fine with that. Like, okay, if those are the laws in the country that you can't have it, and the developers are like, okay, we're not going to make its own version, we're just going to turn on the censorship filter we already have. Okay.
Brandon also came in with a $50 super chat. Says, sup, Craig, Mal, and Arch. I fully expect when historians look back in this period, it'll be described as when the lunatics ran the asylum. Brandon, I sure as hope so. I hope we're living through the worst of it, man. Thank you so much, Brandon. Let's get you on the wall as well.
I don't think they'll describe it as the lunatics. I firmly believe that this era of socialists will be remembered much like the Nazis were. They will be the villains of our era. And the future will probably base its mythology on this period in the same way that we based ours on the Second World War.
That's if we win, hopefully.
Right. Dan says, as far as I know, you're not allowed to have a gun. If you have a criminal record, I can get one. If you have a criminal record, I can get one, but I have to sign up a license to get one and do a paperwork. Just heard this morning, not watching the news. It's effed up, man. Thank you, Dan. Appreciate your great support. Potato Radio came in and says, sorry, catching up. The guy who died, Eldon Wayne Hoke, a.k.a. El Duce, died when his vehicle stalled on the railroad track. It was a motorcycle. Irony, the dock was blocked by Love, who got an ACLU award. Thank you, Potato Radio. Thanks for the heads up on the Kurt Cobain story right there. Corona Soul says, the shooting is horrible. That being said, thanks to Canadian laws, leftists can no longer claim lack of affirmation caused issues. Or yeah, thank you, Corona. McLeod says, on a side note, the Real Olympics, the SWAT challenge had a bunch of hilarity. For instance, an all-female Chinese team crushed the all-male India team on the first day. San Antonio showed up strong. All right, thanks, McLeod. Tamamo says, as a dude, I'm going to do an honorable thing and tell a woman something that they never want to hear. Calm down, Blabs. It's just cheese.
It's
Happy
not
birthday,
just
Fanny.
cheese. It's a life. It's a way of life.
Also, after my last chat, I've had cheese and in my dinner. Mahong. Thank you, Tamamo. All right, let's get to the rest of those here in just a second. We do have a story, and guys, thank you again for your ridiculous support. And Shamsa, my gosh, I am just beyond floored by that. Oh, that's awesome. All right, so let's talk some video games, shall we? Did you see the news for the next big hot video game breaking records that was released today or yesterday? Have you heard about Relooted? Arch?
Yep, I'll be playing that in about an hour, in fact.
Ooh, well, let's get everybody caught up on Relooted real quick and just see the launch trailer here for Relooted. Just a couple quick seconds of it.
Treaties were signed, promises made and broken. Is it stealing to take back what was stolen?
Stolen? Who is stealing them?
Us.
It's time to get out of there.
Let me introduce a friend of mine. Smart, agile, and will let you look into places with the tightest security.
All right. So we know the premise here. It's African people stealing back things that were stolen from them and their heritage. Here, Relooted. That is the premise here. This post from the Epic Games. What are you giggling about? What are you giggling?
It's just a joke that writes itself. It's just so funny. I'm sorry.
Well, this was when this was announced in June last year, in June 2025. This post had 12 million views on it. 12 million. This is a surefire hit here.
So fun fact actually about this. This tweet was actually what got my Twitch permabanned.
Wait,
because
what?
So I quote tweeted this last year with just the N-word.
Oh wow.
And it went viral. And then I got my Twitch mask reported and I lost it the next day.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, look. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I will definitely be playing this. I'll do it. I'm gonna be doing a Rumble only stream here in a couple days.
Yeah.
That way I can say as many N-words as I want.
Well, this post really popped off. 21,000 likes on this. Arch, I'm sure you were one of them here. You were probably you probably got all your sock accounts and went out and went crazy, huh?
Well, there's actually a brilliant example here because the majority of the people who were retweeting this, they weren't particularly optimistic about the game. This is an excellent example of why there is absolutely such a thing as bad PR these days.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, when you have 21,000, this is why likes don't mean a whole lot. Because when you look at the total number of people playing Relooted right now on Steam, there are, guys, and I just need you to brace yourself, literally dozens of people checking this game out. 44 people playing Relooted right now. Almost an all-time high. You saw the all-time high peak yesterday at 57. I do want to point out that one of them is actually Kada over on YouTube. Yeah, Kata's done a great job here, and he's dressed in full Black Power mode here, which is just wonderful. He says, "Time to get those reparations, cuh." Great stuff. You guys can go watch him play that if you like. But Blabs, you also played the demo of this game.
Yes,
huh?
I played the Relooted demo, and it actually ended up crashing the game. I got a nice fatal error on Steam. Literally, that was the error. It just said fatal error. I will say that, like, I know everyone's shitting on this game, and I will say the gameplay aspect is kind of original, right? Because you have to go through, like, these museums and trying to see how you can do a heist, right? And you have these limitations. And to that extreme, like, point, it's a bit original. It's not your average game, right? The sound design was all right, in my opinion. I thought there were some cool sound effects here and there, but the rest of it was just garbage, honestly. Like, I'm really trying not to be a hater here, but it was just poorly executed. Terrible, like, voice acting.
It sounds like you're coping. That's what it sounds like.
I'm not coping. I'm being honest here. The
like.
sound design is okay, and the gameplay aspect is not the worst, but the rest of it is just trash in that regard. Like, the voice acting, the whole plot is stupid, and I kind of find it a bit racist.
Well,
so, yeah.
I'm glad you brought that up, because Philip Chan, friend of the show, he was actually scheduled to be on the show yesterday, but tomorrow.
No, tomorrow, but he had to drop out, yeah.
He had to drop, which I would have loved to talk to him about his experience, because he also played Relooted and had a wonderful interaction here. Now, I would like to point out, Philip he does happen to be Asian.
What?
Yes, he is an Asian guy.
That face is great. That's just
Hello, darkness,
let's
my
check out his
friend.
experience here while playing Relooted.
I heard you were back in town.
He's like, the sounds of my ancestors.
My people.
There's a lot. Okay, let's just let this play out. Yes, the emotional damage is real here, right, Phoenix?
Emotional damage.
No way.
Emotional damage.
You gotta No way.
But I don't believe it. Because I knew you would have come to see me.
I told you the voice acting was terrible.
I'm sorry. I was going to visit you eventually.
You'll be gone long time.
You be gone long time. I love you long time.
The director's like, it's not racist enough. Keep going. More extreme.
Right.
Oh, happy to see you here.
I responded. I said, "This sounds like when you read a super chat on our show. It's just so over the top. Would you like a surprise?" I was like, it's unbelievable, really. This may be the most racist game that's ever been created, and I am fascinated by. I always just go back to 21,000 people hit the heart button on that. 21,000 people were like, "Yes, I'd like to virtue signal." And by the way, to be clear, the hearts are private. So 21,000 people went in out of their way to like it right now. To put that in perspective, there were, this is a tweet I saw, 15 people were playing the game at the time of this right here. That is a 0.075% of the likes. It's peak performative right there. Peak. Amazing.
And how many of those people are playing for the memes, basically? You know, like, that's the thing.
How many of those people are streaming right now?
Yeah,
For the fun
it's like
of it,
probably
yeah.
80%.
You know, actually,
All
let's
that
find
goes
out.
against Joe. It's bad PR to put out stuff like this, and it also demonstrates yet again that the progressives cannot make anything succeed. They are on the internet. They will like your post. They might even comment and claim that they enjoyed the thing. They will not purchase it.
This is why I always get upset. It's like, guys, right now, your enemy they're so bad at making shit. It's pathetic that we're losing because, like, they are terrible at making stuff. This is the time to strike right now in making something great. And here's the thing. It's a really easy playbook. Just remember, like, all the fun stuff we had, like, 15 years ago. Just do more of that. Just do that again. That's literally it. Just make something normal and you win.
Hold on. Let's do some quick math here. Just real fast. This is awesome. Hold on. This is great. Okay. Right now, there are 44 people playing Relooted. Okay. I gotta check this real fast. Hold on. One more thing real fast. Before I get to this. Let's go and read a quick super chat real fast.
Let me just update you guys. Shamsa has told me that her 3K goes to Arch. So Amalgamite no longer in the lead. You have been buried alive, my dear. So.
Thank you very much, Shamsa. You are a
I had to explain
individual.
to Shamsa what was going on. She's like, I'm confused. What's happening?
Oh no!
I was like, would you like to split this in half? What do you want to do? She's like, I'll just give it to Arch.
Wow.
Oh man.
So
Mal, sorry. Rest in
This
peace.
could be the blowout of all.
I just got graped.
Woo. Okay.
Sorry.
So let's do some quick math here. There are 44 people currently playing Relooted right now. 44 people. I looked on YouTube. There are 2 people playing this game right now. Kada is one of them. Okay. This other guy, ACO 420 over here. Okay.
Okay.
They're playing. That's 2. Then I looked on Twitch. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 people. And then I looked on Kick. Kick doesn't even have a category for Relooted. Okay. So there are 11 of the 44 people playing Relooted are streamers. So that means there's total 33 people playing on Steam that have actually purchased or got the game for free. So there we go. That's the markup right there. So pretty awesome stuff right there. Congratulations, Relooted. By the way, it is available for free as part of Xbox Game Pass. Yes.
Yeah, it's even on Game Pass, and like no one's playing. It's fantastic. Or maybe we don't know. I don't know how that's.
Yeah, we don't
tabulated.
know the actual. Yeah, we don't know that. But there we go. So here are your video chums. Gave it an 8.3. Right, gaming trend. IGN is yet to come in with a. Let's see. The 2D side-scrolling puzzle platformer is a dream, an ideal world where African countries own what is theirs and can tell their stories without dilution. But as you may suspect by the title, the dream is fulfilled by stealing the artifacts back. This feels like a PR thing. Like they're just reading points. Okay, I'm just curious. Who is? Let's go to this review really quick. I'm just curious. Oh, hey Anthony. Sorry. There's the reviewer of that right there. We have this from Checkpoint Gaming, the bustling. Cass Barkman is the review here. She's got a little bit of.
She, her, in case you didn't know.
Oh, that's right. Yes. And by the way, she's a lecturer in media and communications.
Of what pronouns?
At the University of Melbourne over here. Okay, she gave it a 7.5 out of 10. Let's check out Video Chums over here with their 8.3. This was reviewed by AJ Majajewski. I'm not kidding. That's the real name right there. By the way, just a bear. So there you go. From Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. So now we know. Everybody loves Relooted, except for everybody.
Except for the players.
That's right.
And I also want to point out that unless Nyamakop declares bankruptcy tomorrow, then this is nothing more than a governmental money laundering operation.
How do you think that plays out? Walk me through that.
I mean, they've now at this point generated something like a grand total of 200 sales at $15 a pop.
Yes.
They'd be hard pressed to feed a decent sized Chunkum's cat for a few weeks. on what they've earned so far. Now, I know that they're willing to pay starvation wages to African people, of course, because I'm presuming they're pro-slavery, these guys. But even at that, I'm pretty sure there are southern plantation owners going, God damn, we paid our slaves a lot more than this. So they need to be going out of business after this. And if there's a Relooted 2, we need to figure out what exactly kind of governmental program they're milking, because I want to get on that scam. Thank you.
This guy has something to say to you, Arch.
I heard you were back in town.
Oh, don't talk about.
I hear you were back in town.
I'm surprised that little like Chinese little music, dun, 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 it doesn't play every time they talk.
Yeah, a giant gong hits as soon as it. Oh, look, I'm here, everybody. It's Blabs. Blabs just showed up and she just told a story before the guy talks. Would you like some egg rolls?
Yeah.
Fucking
Shrimp egg
unreal.
roll.
Strike. Oh.
Wow. As long as it's not made with butter, the shrimp butter, right, Blabs?
Yeah,
That's a callback
what
from
the
earlier in the
hell,
show.
man? Ugh.
Yeah. There we go. I'm just curious. I want to know what the game cast for that. Who was the guy who played the Asian guy in the?
It better be Lee, otherwise this is in trouble.
Imagine if it was like AI.
Let's see. Steam game. Okay, we'll find out here in a second. Blabs. While I do some research here, I'm gonna let you know that Game Master Emperor came in with a $100 super chat.
Damn,
It says,
bro.
for yesterday's topic, let's not forget that female Hassan is a farm tool on supporting an idiot, getting the secret Dealatron 9000 for the Simps Lord of Twitch consistently for Arch on the money.
Ooh,
right there.
wow.
Man,
Oh, that
I'm
goes to
already
Arch?
buried.
Yep.
I'm already buried. I'm already dead.
She's
in a
already dead. Stop. What are you
Guys,
doing?
there's still a chance. There's still a chance.
Labs, I just want to point out that I did send you something with Mal drowning a while ago.
Yeah, we're not. Stop. I need to get a spray bottle with like a label Arch and just be like, no.
Looking
This is the
at
thing
it.
I was telling you about before, guys. No, Arch.
He looks
Hey.
so smug, just sitting there.
Ugh. It's a nightmare.
Go ahead, Blabs, real quick.
Okay, so Article Dropout for 10 says, hey Blabs, was the Relooted gameplay innovative and solid? Like, if they had any talent in the story, would you play a game like it? If so, it's a shame new gameplay ruined by current day slop time. So for me, it was original in the sense that I never played a type of heist game like that where you had to plan out how you were going to do all this theft and you had all these certain restrictions and things. So to me, that was original, like I said. No, I'm not coping. That is straight up just a fact. The rest of it was trash, though. So, I mean, if they reworked everything and threw it all out and started again, but kept, like, the type of gameplay, maybe it would have been good. I can't really answer that, but it was different.
Can I show you guys? I'm sorry. As I'm continuing my research on Relooted here, can I show you the most pretentious title I've ever seen to an article?
Please.
Sure.
Relooted is a fine heist game, but it's a better history lesson.
Oh, there it is.
That is actually true. No, I agree with this 1000%. Okay? Because in Relooted, one of the artifacts you're stealing back is the powerful and unique artifact of the whatever tribe of somewhere in Africa, which is a hollowed out log. And I think that says everything we need to know about Africa's technology level. Their greatest artifact is a hollowed out log.
Go get that log. That's right. All right. Dan says, am I hearing that correctly? Only 43 on Relooted? Holy shit. I didn't even know that game exists just now. Well, you're not one of the 20,000, Dan, who hit the thumbs up button on that right there. Phoenix will be right back. Tanushi came in and says, I wouldn't be surprised if Arch will have more, there you go, watching him play the game.
My.
Then the game will have playing.
Oh, Arch Cheese Fund.
There you go. There's 10 for Arch and the Cheese Fund right there. We have Zimaru came and says, Side Scrolls needs to get into anime and have an anime section. We need normal men and normal voices in the community. Leftists have too much control over it, and conservatives hate the medium. You see the result. To be very clear, I think it would be outstanding to launch a Side Scrollers anime podcast. I think that'd be really great. We should totally consider that. It's just a matter of finding the right folks to do it. And I'd want to do it, on a regular basis, right? So, yes, true tunes, because Relooted DLC will include looting artifacts from Walmart, Target, Walgreens, CVS, and Apple stores. Thank you for that. Bentley Guy for 10 says, going back to the milk take real quick, we heard Blab say you can milk an alpaca. Random fact, at least one alpaca has had rabies. Here's 10 for Arch. Ooh, this is an ass kicking right there. Thank you for that alpaca interesting tidbit. Anthony says, you guys are actually overestimating the length of the shoddy Cobain would have actually used, had to be a little flexible to use his toe because it is a little short to be comfortable. Okay, Anthony. Well, thank you for that. Bentley says, not to jump the gun pun not included, but I'm hurt and perturbed that Blabs left off my favorite game of all time on gaming history. Fire Blabs for noting Final Fantasy VIII. It's due attention. Well, we're getting to gaming history here in very, very briefly. Are you guys ready to get to gaming history?
Boy, howdy. Okay,
before we do, can we please take a glance and, let's add this really fast. This is important. Game Hunter Series came in at $50. It says, Amalgamite, would you like to be a VTuber summoning for the Asmongold Kirsha JRPG? The summoner is Asmongold's VTuber daughter, Cassie. I'm already making the world map and the kingdoms. Money on Amalgamite. So it's 50 for Amalgamite from Game Hunter Series.
Blab, did you just put that in?
Yep.
Okay. Would you like to be a summon in the game, Mal?
Sure. Yeah.
There we are. Look at those great opportunities. Thank you so much, Game Hunter Series. Let's get you at it. And Phoenix, why don't we get an update on this?
It's close.
Maybe there's a chance.
There is a chance. Guys, I think when you see the numbers, I think you'll see there's a chance. Here we go. The update. Drum roll, please. $3,350.50 to Amalgamite $351.60. It's so close. My God,
I have
it's like
a chance.
Thin slice of cheese razor margin there. Look at that.
To be clear, somebody could come in. They would have to drop another $3,000 just for her to take a $1 lead.
Yeah, $6 or $10, $10 lead.
Or we could just add a 3 to the beginning of that, and that could work out well too. Whichever one.
Man, do not fuck with Arch in a cheese-eating competition.
No,
you could fucking lose.
Hey, if there's one thing we know, it's that Shamsa really loves cheese.
Yeah.
You guys are all about cheese here. That's crazy. Thank you very much, Game Hunter. You got it a little bit closer right there. A little bit closer. All right, we'll get to the rest of your super chats here. Maybe there'll be a miraculous comeback here at the end, Mal. I don't know. This would be crazy. Somebody wants to mortgage their house. By all means, go ahead. Don't do that. Seriously, don't do that. It's a horrible idea. All right, Blabs. It's our final segment of the show, the dismount, if you will. Ending with a little bit of gaming. This has been a very gaming-heavy show today. Yeah, lots of games. So let's get into it. It's time for Today in Gaming History.
Today in Gaming History with Blabs.
Snape is white, fucktards.
All right, thank you, Blabs.
I'm always right.
Doesn't sound like Snape wants to play Relooted, apparently. So what do we got here, Blabs?
February 11th, everybody. You got Xenogears released in Japan.
I'm
just calling it Xenogears, and that's the way it's going to be. I've rebranded it and released it in Japan 1998. Okay, then what's the problem then?
Well, it sounded like one syllable when you said it.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of like Xenogears.
Yeah, well, maybe that's the sound that the next game makes. Star Wars Racer Revenge was released in 2002. Now this is pod racing. And then Mario and Luigi's Bowser's Inside Story was released in Japan in 2009. Okay. Y'all can suck it if you don't like it.
It looks good on the surface.
Well, some noticeable games that you missed today, Blabs, include Dragon
Ocarina
Quest.
of Time.
Dragon Quest IV, Blabs. That's 4 here. Dragon Quest
that's
4
IV.
for the Nintendo Entertainment System here. You did mention Xenogears. Final Fantasy VIII. Kind of a big one there, Blabs.
It's a big one. It's gained traction
but how
through
about
the years.
those pod racing,
This is pod racing, yes. Major High Heat, Major League Baseball from 2003. Oh, Maximo. That was a fun game.
That was fun.
Yeah. Arch, you ever played Maximo before? Well, of course, it's a console game. What are we thinking here?
I've got that.
Okay. Star Wars Racers Revenge, as you put.
Ta-da.
WWE Raw. Sorry. Got a little excited. That was the intro for Raw back in 2002. Samurai Warriors for the PlayStation 2.
Oh, Spellforce is a very good game.
Yeah, SOCOM. Yeah. Oh, did you say Spellforce? Is that what you said?
Yeah, Spellforce was a very good game.
Tell me more.
A strategy game where you could play. Well, the missions were divided into two. One was a strategy game section. The other was an RPG section. So you could go into third person and play alongside your troops. That was quite a lot of fun.
Another noticeable game, Blabs, that you missed includes Alien Colonial Marines. Phoenix, I'm sure you recall this one here.
Yeah. This one, I can't remember if this was like the major disappointment one, because there's been a few ups and downs of the Aliens franchise, and I believe this
Colonial
was the major...
Marines was the vertical slice of gameplay one.
Yeah. This was yes. It's like a first-person shooter. The other one that you're talking about is the horror game that was released at the end. That was a great Aliens game.
that one was great. That one was that came out like 7 years ago or something like that. That one was amazing. As is the VR one, by the way.
That one was terrible. I will stand on this ground and die on it. That was a shit.
It was
video
bloated.
Game.
The horror one was bloated. Is that your review? It was kind of bloated.
Yeah, way too long, and the alien was just boring because it just knew where you were all the time. So you weren't avoiding an alien; you were avoiding a game mechanic.
Well, I remember playing Alien Isolation. I actually played it with a buddy, and we played. I very much enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. I'm not big on like scary games, so when I played this game, I was kind of like ready to pee my pants a little bit.
The VR one's great.
I have no interest in playing VR. Zero.
Yeah.
Zero interest in playing. Man, beat the hell out of that guy. Let's go. Lightning Returns, Final Fantasy 13. Skullgirls Encore, released for the
Some
PlayStation
people like that
3.
one,
Yeah. Pokemon Home, right there for the Switch and iOS.
Little Nightmares 2. Wasn't that
5 years
yesterday
ago.
also? Little Nightmares? I could have sworn that was
feel
on
like,
yesterday.
Yes.
Little Nightmares 1.
Oh.
There we go. And
Romeo is Dead, man. That's coming out today. I've just saw a brief. It visually is gorgeous. I don't know if you've seen it. It's a really impressive visual game. I don't know how the game itself is though.
No, I've not.
Okay.
No, I've not. All right. Well, there's today in video game history. How great is that, huh? That was good. Great job.
Actually, wasn't so bad. Xenogears, I don't know too much about. I think that's fairly popular, but I think if you had put Final Fantasy VIII in its place, you probably would have had a banger of a list. Okay, I apologize.
No, I'm right. There we go. All right, Blabs, I know you got to roll out here in just a minute, but let's go ahead and get a few of these supers real fast before we...
I'm out. 10 out of 10, like that girl has a... What? Anyway, you have a gag reflex. Okay, good to know.
Who doesn't?
Alrighty then. Well, that's anyway, it's 10. I guess saying 10
Add it to Mel.
So, that helps. You might just win. American cheese is made from sodium and cheddar. A cheese. Gonna use Blab's logic. If it's brown cheese, then Arch. If it's American, Mel. Half to half. Okay, so 5 and 5. There you go. Thank you very much. I'm literally getting all this done. Okay. And then Wisp for 1 says Arch and Mel versus pasteurized processed cheese product. Okay, thank you. Yeti says Americans don't know cheese. How dare you, sir? Throw him in the cheese vaults. Put him towards Arch's getting his ass butt kicked. So that's Mal 10 right there. Says, was it the Corsican or Sardinian cheese that has the live fly larva in it? It's supposedly a local delicacy. It's also illegal to export outside the island. My money on Arch.
How much
that's
is that?
10. It's yellow, 10. I don't know. Anyway, just to warn you, Courtney is extremely litigious. So any statement about her potentially killing Kurt is purely satire and a joke.
Thank you, Wasp.
South Africa at the moment is a failed mafia state, so I'm not surprised it would be. RB is a DEI on steroids. I'm ashamed of my country.
Thanks.
And
Sorry,
then
Boyd.
Mercenary's being autistic and says, Blabs won't let me send her things and blocked me from DMing her on X. Rightfully so. Yet you let Arch send you horrible things. I like Arch, and he's a coworker, so yes, I let him DM me. How hypocritical. No. Also, where's that game I won? I haven't got it.
Oh, that's my fault, Mercenary. Mercenary, do me a favor. Email me, craigskitspodcast@gmail.com. Okay? Email me directly. I will make sure I get it to you, okay? Coming up in just a few minutes after the show, Phoenix and I are going to record a reaction to Milking Farm, the trailer that Arch put together. I have pre-screened this, and I want to let you know that, well, I'm just going to show you this single
That's me
screenshot
out
here.
of here now.
Oh,
Bye,
man.
everybody.
All
Have
right.
a great day.
Bye-bye.
And there goes Blabs. All right.
It is a brilliant trailer, and we reviewed it live on stream as well. And somehow Mal got even worse on the stream.
I have zero doubt of that. All right, so I would like to remind you, we're going to do that exclusively over on Side Scrollers Plus, because today is the happy day where hopefully our community guidelines strike goes away if we can just make it through the day. So we're going to do that over on Plus. Please make a free account over at Side Scrollers Plus. Use promo code FREE. You can make an account just for free, but if you want to support, you can try for a free month. Just use promo code FREE. It's very simple. You can watch that. I'll have that up very quickly after the show today, assuming we record that. So, all right, there we go. Mal, Arch, tell everybody where they can find y'all.
Now is the question, who goes first?
Should we see the who won this thing yet? Because I still want to know who won.
Okay, let's find out. Here you go.
Let's see the final tabulation.
Okay, we do have. Do we have a winner screen today?
Most likely.
Okay, let's see what we got here.
So let's see what the final tabulation is. Here we've got $3,365.50 versus $376.60. It does look like.
Wow.
There it is.
Congratulations, Arch. You are the winner.
Mugshot.
It is the best picture of me that exists out there.
Arch, do you have want to give a victory speech?
Cheese is Norwegian. It was invented by us. We have the best cheese. The Italians are coping and gay. And American cheese does not exist. It's just salt in a block form.
Congratulations, Arch. Way to go. It was a close fought win. Mal, do you have a loser speech for everybody?
I tried my best. I ate as much cheese as I could, but in the end, the IBS got me. And as you can clearly see, the results are on the screen.
All right, there we go. Excellent job. That was a close one right there. Guys, thanks so much for being a part of our lives, allowing us to be a part of yours. Genuinely appreciate you guys popping in. Make sure you go find Arch and Mal. Links to them are down below. Make sure you say hi to them whenever they're streaming. And Arch is going to be playing the most non-racist game ever, Relooted, shortly. Yeah, Arch?
Yes, in a little under an hour, about 40-odd minutes, we'll be playing Relooted to see if we can reclaim the stolen treasures of clay and logs.
Hey, good luck with that. All right. Tomorrow we are joined by...
I think it's Flawed and Tiny Panda Face, I believe.
That's right. Oh, that's great. So, yes, we will have the bananas and rice battle tomorrow.
We got our Asian in.
we found our Asian. Unreal. All right, you guys have a great rest of your day. Hit the thumbs up button on your way out. Let's see if we can get more than 1,000. If you haven't yet, we'd really appreciate it. Hit the follow button wherever you guys are tuning in and help us grow. Tell a friend about the show. We'd appreciate it. We'll see you guys tomorrow at 11 a.m. But until then, remember, people are going to try to keep you down. Don't let them. You guys got a goal, man. Go get it. See you guys later. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Fatality.
Fatality.